हे गाइस, दिस इज़ पवन। वेलकम टू टेक्निकल नॉलेज फैमिली। इस वीडियो में हम सीखेंगे बेसिक्स ऑफ एसक्यूएल और अपने रिक्वायरमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग हम एसक्यूएल क्वेरीज रन करेंगे। सो अगर आप आईटी इंडस्ट्री में अपना करियर बनाना चाहते हैं और आप मल्टीनेशनल कंपनीज़ के इंटरव्यूज़ क्रैक करना चाहते हैं, देन काइंडली सब्सक्राइब टू आवर चैनल टेक्निकल नॉलेज। ये वीडियोस डेफिनेटली आपको हेल्प करेंगे आपके नॉलेज को इंक्रीज़ करने के लिए, और ये वीडियोस आपको हेल्प करेंगे मल्टीनेशनल कंपनीज़ के इंटरव्यूज़ क्रैक करने के लिए। सो विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी टाइम, लेट्स ट्राई टू लर्न बेसिक्स ऑफ एसक्यूएल एंड लेट्स रन सम ऑफ द क्वेरीज। सो गाइज, एग्जाम्पल के लिए हमने दो टेबल्स ली हैं। द फर्स्ट वन इज़ डिपार्टमेंट टेबल एंड द सेकेंड टेबल इज़ employee_live_11 टेबल। सो लेट्स रन दिस सेलेक्ट क्वेरी एंड जस्ट सी कि हमारे पास इन टेबल्स में कितने नंबर ऑफ रोज हैं। सो लेट अस रन दिस फर्स्ट क्वेरी, दैट इज सेलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम डिपार्टमेंट टेबल। यहाँ पे हमारे पास 3 रोज हैं एंड हमारे पास 2 कॉलम हैं। द फर्स्ट कॉलम इज़ डिपार्टमेंट नंबर and the second column is department name. All right, and we have 3 departments. Department number 10 is CSE, department number 20 is ECE, and department number 30 is IT. So let's run this select query, that is select star from employee_live_11 table and just see what data we have. Employee table में हमारे पास overall 9 rows हैं from 1012 till 109, and as far as columns are concerned, we have employee ID, employee name, grade, department number, salary and designation. All right, so according to our requirement हम different SQL queries run करेंगे and we'll try to learn different clauses and different operators on those queries. All right, now SQL query writing में these are the clauses जो हमें अपनी SQL queries में use करने हैं। The first one is फ्रॉम क्लॉज, दैट मीन्स जिस भी टेबल से आप अपना डेटा रिट्रीव करना चाहते हैं फ्रॉम दैट पर्टिकुलर टेबल। सेकेंड क्लॉज है वेयर क्लॉज। वेयर क्लॉज यूज़ होता है किसी भी टेबल में डेटा को फिल्टर करने के लिए। अगर आप किसी पर्टिकुलर कॉलम पे डेटा को फिल्टर करना चाहते हैं देन वी हैव टू यूज़ वेयर क्लॉज। अगला क्लॉज है ग्रुप बाय क्लॉज। ग्रुप बाय क्लॉज हम यूज़ करते हैं किसी भी टेबल में ग्रुप वाइज डेटा को फेच करने के लिए। नाउ नेक्स्ट क्लॉज है हैविंग क्लॉज। हैविंग क्लॉज भी हम यूज़ करते हैं डेटा को फिल्टर करने के लिए, लेकिन वेयर क्लॉज और हैविंग क्लॉज में क्या डिफरेंस होता है दैट विल डिस्कस लेटर ऑन इन दिस वीडियो। एंड फाइनली वी आर यूजिंग ऑर्डर बाय क्लॉज। ऑर्डर बाय क्लॉज होता है डेटा को सॉर्ट करने के लिए। वन थिंग यू हैव टू कीप इन योर माइंड, जिस सीक्वेंस में ये क्लॉजेस यहाँ पे लिखे हुए हैं उसी सीक्वेंस में हमें ये क्लॉजेस एसक्यूएल क्वेरीज में यूज़ करना है। ऑलराइट, नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट ऑपरेटर्स। एसक्यूएल में डिफरेंट टाइप के ऑपरेटर्स हैं जो हमें वेयर क्लॉज के साथ यूज़ करने होते हैं डेटा को फिल्टर करने के लिए। सो दीज आर दी ऑपरेटर दैट वी आर गोइंग टू यूज़ इन आर एसक्यूएल क्वेरी। द फर्स्ट वन इज़ बिटवीन एंड एंड ऑपरेटर। दैट मीन्स कि अगर आपको किसी क्वेरी में एक स्पेसिफिक कंडीशन के अकॉर्डिंग डेटा को फिल्टर करना है तो यू कैन यूज़ बिटवीन एंड एंड ऑपरेटर, यू कैन यूज़ इन ऑपरेटर, यू कैन यूज़ नॉट इन ऑपरेटर एंड यू कैन यूज़ लाइक ऑपरेटर। लेट सपोज दैट अगर आपको कोई स्पेसिफिक कंडीशन के अकॉर्डिंग डेटा फेच करना है कि किसी भी एम्प्लॉय का नाम किसी एक पर्टिकुलर अल्फ़ाबेट से स्टार्ट होना चाहिए, देन इन दैट केस यू कैन यूज़ अ लाइक ऑपरेटर। Now next we have logical operator. In the logical operator we have AND operator, OR operator and NOT operator. These are the logical operator that we can use according to our requirement. And finally we have a comparison operator. So we can filter and compare our data by using this comparison operator. One thing that we have to keep in mind, ये सारे operator हमें use करना है where clause के साथ, right? Now according to practical requirement हम लोग queries run करेंगे and we'll see the result set of the queries. Now what is our first requirement? The first requirement is we only want to see the data for department number 10 from the employee table. So for that, this is the query. Let me copy the query and let me run the query in the SQL assistant. So what is the query? The query is select star from employee table where department number is equals to 10, order by employee ID. So here what exactly we are doing is we are doing select star means we are retrieving all the columns from this particular table, and then हमने फिर एक filter लगाया है using where clause and we only want to see the data for department number 10, and finally we have used a order by clause just to sort the data. Alright, So here we have used a order by clause and we are doing a sorting on the basis of employee ID. That is why we have given order by employee ID. Now by default ये ascending order में data को sort करता है, and if you want to sort the data in the descending order, so specifically you have to give a keyword over here that is called DESC. So it will sort your data in the descending order. So let us try to run this query and just see the result set. So what is the result set that we are seeing? We are seeing data only for department number 10. Okay, and we are seeing data in the descending order. Now if I remove this DESC keyword over here and if I run the query, it will sort the data in the ascending order, right? So we are only able to see the data for department number 10 because we have applied a filter over here that we only want to see data for department number 10. So for that you just have to keep in mind कि अगर आपको अपना data filter करना है तो you have to use a where clause, and if you have to sort your data then you have to use a order by clause. Alright, now what is our next requirement? Our second requirement is we want to see the data for department number 20 and 30 whose salary is greater than 30,000 and the employee name should start from S. So for that particular requirement, this will be the query. Let me copy the query and let me paste it into the SQL assistant. So what is the query? What actually we are doing a select star from the employee table. Select star means we are retrieving all the column, and we have applied a filter condition called where department number in. So here we have used a in operator which is used with the where clause because you want to see the data for department number 20 also and for department number 30 also. So even if you want to see the data for other departments like 40, 50, 60, if you have that department, so you can use an in operator and you can give all the department number inside the bracket. So whenever you are using an in operator, you have to make sure कि आप एक bracket use करें and then you have to give all the department number over here, right? So this was our first constraint, that we only want to see data for department number 20 and 30, and after that we have a constraint, हम सिर्फ उन्हीं एम्प्लॉइज का डेटा देखना चाहते हैं जिनकी सैलरी 30,000 से ज़्यादा हो. तो उसके लिए वी हैव टू यूज़ अ एंड कंडीशन. सो वाई वी आर यूजिंग एन एंड कंडीशन ओवर हियर? बिकॉज अगर आपको अपना डेटा फिल्टर करना है सो यू हैव टू यूज़ अ वेयर क्लॉज, एंड इफ़ यू हैव मल्टीपल कंडीशन, if you have a multiple condition and all the conditions should be satisfied, सारी कंडीशन satisfied होना चाहिए, तो उसके लिए you have to use a end operator, right? So उन एम्प्लॉइज़ का डेटा चाहिए जिनका डिपार्टमेंट नंबर 20 एंड 30 हैं, जिनकी सैलरी 30,000 से ज़्यादा है एंड जिनका नाम S से स्टार्ट होता है, राइट? सो अगेन वी हैव वन मोर कंस्टेंट ओवर हियर, जिन एम्प्लॉइज़ का नाम S से स्टार्ट होता है. So again we have to use an end condition and we have to give a condition over here and employee name, and we have to use a like operator. As I told you that if you have a specific requirement like किसी भी employee का नाम इस particular अल्फ़ाबेट से स्टार्ट होना चाहिए या इस पर्टिकुलर अल्फ़ाबेट पे एंड होना चाहिए, तो उस कंडीशन में या उस केस में वी हैव टू यूज़ अ लाइक ऑपरेटर. एंड दिस ऑल ऑपरेटर लाइक in operator, end operator, like operator, these are used with a where clause. So we have a condition, the employees whose name starts with S, we only want those employees. So you have to give S inside a single quote, and then after that you have to give a percentage symbol. Okay, what is the meaning of that percentage symbol? This percentage symbol is a wildcard operator. That means after S it can be anything. S के बाद कोई भी अल्फ़ाबेट हो सकता है. So we have to give a wildcard operator. This percentage is known as wildcard operator. So let us just run the query and let us just see the results. So here is the result. We are seeing employee only for the department number 20 and 30 and whose name starts with S and whose salary is greater than 30,000. Alright. So here all the conditions are being satisfied. That is why we are using an AND operator. Now next we have to understand the aggregate function, right? These are one of the most usable functions in any SQL query. If you want to aggregate your data or if you want to perform a mathematical calculation, then you have to use the aggregate functions. So what are these aggregate functions? We have sum, which calculates the sum. We have average, which calculates the average. We have max, which gives you the maximum value. We have min, which gives you the minimum value, and we have the count, which will give you the count of rows, right? So in the aggregate function, the main thing that you have to keep in mind, aggregate function will return only a single value. Aggregate function आपको सिर्फ और सिर्फ single value return करते हैं, right? So let's try to understand the aggregate function with some practical requirement. What is our third requirement? The third requirement is we want to calculate the total sum of salary for all the departments. Okay, we want to calculate the sum of salary for all the department. So for that, this will be our query. Let us just copy the query and let me paste it over here in the SQL assistant. So what is the query? Select sum of salary, because you want to calculate the sum of salary from the employee table. So very straightforward query. You just have to run this query and you will be getting sum of salary for all the departments. Okay, so here the sum of salary is 4,05,000 rupees we're spending on all the department, right? Now we can use this aggregate function in different conditions and scenarios according to our requirement. So what is our next requirement? Our next requirement is retrieve sum of salary department wise. हमें sum of salary calculate करनी है, but this time we have to calculate it group wise. We want to see the sum of salary department wise. Department number 10 का sum separately calculate होना चाहिए, department number 20 का sum separately calculate होना चाहिए और department number 30 का sum separately calculate होना चाहिए. So for that, this will be the query. Let us run this query in the SQL assistant. What is the query? Select department number. In the output, we want to see the department number, and along with that we want to see the sum of salary from this employee table, and finally you are giving a group by department number. So let's try to understand what exactly this group by is doing. Group by means आप salary calculate कर रहे हैं या sum of salary calculate कर रहे हैं group wise, group by department number. Alright, so ये query आपको sum of salary return करेगी, but this time it will return you the sum of salary department wise. For department number 10 separately, for department number 20 separately, and for department number 30 separately. Let us run this query. So here you can see that if I sort it over here, डिपार्टमेंट नंबर 10 का सम ऑफ सैलरी है 1 लाख रुपीज़, डिपार्टमेंट नंबर 20 का सम ऑफ सैलरी है 1,25,000 रुपीज़, एंड डिपार्टमेंट नंबर 30 का सम ऑफ सैलरी है 1,80,000 रुपीज़. Alright, so this is how you can understand that if you are retrieving a non-aggregate column, that is your department number, and you want to calculate the sum of salary any department wise, then in the group by itself you have to give that particular non-aggregate column as well. This is the basic thumb rule of any SQL. अगर आप कोई non-aggregate column किसी aggregate function के साथ ड्रीव कर रहे हैं तो वो non-aggregate column you have to give with a group by, otherwise your query will be giving you an error. Alright, now what is our fifth requirement? The fifth requirement is retrieve department wise maximum salary with all the column. हमें उन एम्प्लॉयज़ का डेटा चाहिए जिनकी उस पर्टिकुलर डिपार्टमेंट में सबसे ज़्यादा सैलरी हो. दैट मीन्स वी वांट टू कैलकुलेट द एम्प्लॉयज़ हुज सैलरी इज मैक्सिमम विद इन देयर डिपार्टमेंट, राइट? एंड देयर इज़ अ वन मोर स्पेसिफिक कंडीशन ओवर हियर इन दिस रिक्वायरमेंट दैट वी वांट ऑल द कॉलम्स. हमें सारे कॉलम रिट्रीव करने हैं उस पर्टिकुलर एम्प्लॉय के लिए. देन जस्ट रन दिस क्वेरी. नाउ व्हाट इज़ द क्वेरी? As you know that we want to calculate all the columns, or we want to retrieve all the columns. So select star from this particular employee table, where clause, just to filter your data. And in the where clause, we have given two columns. That is your department number, comma salary. And then we have used a in operator. And after that we are using a inner query. So this is called a subquery. Okay, this overall query is called a subquery, where this query is your outer query and this query is your inner query. This inner query will run one time and it will give the output to your outer query, and once the outer query will get the result, it will give you the data. right? So what exactly is happening? Select star from employee table where department number comma salary in, and inside the inner query you are calculating select department number comma maximum of salary from employee table group by department number. So in your inner query you are calculating the department wise maximum salary and you are doing a group by department number. So let's suppose that if you have 3 department, that is department number 10, 20 and 30. So for the outer query or to the outer query it will give 3 result set, it will give 3 rows. Okay, for department number 10 maximum salary, for department number 20 maximum salary, and for department number 30 maximum salary. And at the outer query it will match that particular department number and the respective salary, and accordingly it will give you the select star, that means all the column. Let us run this query. Alright, so for department number 10 there is an employee called Pawan who is having the maximum salary as 50,000. There is in department number 20 there is an employee called Ram who is having maximum salary as 50,000, and in department number 30 there is an employee called Yash whose salary is 70,000. Right? I hope you understood this query. What is our next requirement? The next requirement is retrieve department wise sum of salary and only whose salary is greater than 1 lakh rupees. ओके हमें डिपार्टमेंट वाइज सम ऑफ सैलरी कैलकुलेट करनी है, बट देयर इज अ स्पेसिफिक कंडीशन, सिर्फ वही डिपार्टमेंट का सम ऑफ सैलरी कैलकुलेट करना है जिनकी सम ऑफ सैलरी 1 लाख से ज़्यादा हो, राइट? सो व्हाट इज द क्वेरी ओवर हियर? सिलेक्ट डिपार्टमेंट नंबर कॉमा सम ऑफ सैलरी फ्रॉम एम्प्लॉय टेबल, group by department number because you want to calculate the sum of salary for each group, that is 10, 20 and 30. And finally I have given a condition called having clause. Now you need to understand the difference between a where clause and a having clause. When you already have a where clause, then why we are using a having clause? जब हम अपना डेटा ऑलरेडी वेयर क्लॉज के थ्रू फिल्टर कर सकते हैं, then why we are using a having clause? So there is a specific constraint with a where clause that you can only filter your data with a where clause on a specific column. But if you want to filter your data on the basis of some aggregate function, on some aggregated data, then you cannot write a where clause. This will be a syntax error. Where sum of salary should be greater than 1 lakh. Where sum of salary should be greater than 1 lakh. This you cannot write in your SQL. This will be a syntax error. So if you want to filter your data on the basis of some aggregate function, then you have to use a having clause. You cannot use your where clause. But if you want to filter out your data on some non-aggregate column, then you can use a where clause, right? So let us try to run this query. So here you can see that you cannot see data for department number 10. You can only see the data for department number 20 and 30 because the department number 10 data is filtered out because you have given a certain condition having sum of salary should be greater than 1 lakh rupees. So I hope the difference between a where clause and a having clause is quite clear. If you want to filter out your data on some non-aggregate column straightforward, you can use them with a where clause. But if you want to filter out your data on the basis of some aggregate function, then you cannot use those filter with where clause. You have to use a having clause. All right. Now what is our 7th requirement? The 7th requirement is find out only the duplicate values in a table. We want to find out the duplicate values in a particular table. Let us just see the data in that particular table, that which duplicate rows we have. So you can see in the data itself that there is a last row with the employee 109 and it has a duplicate row. Alright, you can see the similar data in row number 9 as well, and you can see the similar data in the row number 10 as well. I want to find out the duplicate row from my table. So what will be the query? This will be the query to find out the duplicate records. Now try to understand the query. What exactly we are doing is we are calculating all the column, or we are retrieving all the column employee ID, comma, employee name, salary, grade and department number. And along with that we are using a aggregate function called count of star. Now what is the count of star? Count of star will give you the number of rows. Count of star will give you the number of rows, how many number of rows you are having in your table. from that particular table we are retrieving the data, and we are doing a group by on each and every column. Now as I told you, this is a thumb rule. अगर आप कोई भी नॉन एग्रीगेट कॉलम किसी भी एग्रीगेट कॉलम के साथ रिट्रीव कर रहे हैं तो you have to give all the column in your group by. Alright, so here we have retrieved all the columns and we are using an aggregate function called count of star. That is why we have given each and every column, whichever column you are retrieving with count of star, in the group by clause. And finally we have used a having clause called having count of star greater than 1. As I told you, every aggregate function will return a single value. Okay, so for each and every group it will return a single value. For every group you have created a group by, right? So for every group it will calculate a single value, and now whenever it will see that for this particular row, for this particular group, the count of star is greater than 1, that means this particular row is coming second time, so it will give you only that particular row. Okay, let us run this query. So you can see you are only getting that particular row which is coming 2 times, and you can see for this particular group, for this particular row, the count of star is 2. Alright, now if I don't run this particular having clause and if I run till over here, you can see what will be the result. The result set is like this. For every group it has calculated a count of star. Count of star is nothing but it will only calculate the number of rows. For this particular group the number of row is 1. For this particular group the number of row is 1. For every particular row or for every particular group the count of star is 1. Only for this particular group or for this particular row the count of star is 2. And finally you have given having count of star is greater than 1. That is why you are only getting the duplicate row in the output. Alright. Now what is our next requirement? The 8th requirement is find out only the unique values in a table. So in the previous query we were calculating the duplicate row, and here in this query we want to calculate only the unique rows. We do not want to see the duplicate row in the output. So this will be the query. We are retrieving all the column, that is employee ID, employee name, salary, grade, department number, and again we are calculating the count of star that will give the number of rows from this particular table. As you know the thumb rule, every column that you have retrieved along with the aggregate function, you have to specify those column in the group by clause. And here finally the filter condition you are using with the having clause is called having count of star equals to 1. That means you will only see those rows whose count of star is equals to 1. So in that way you can eliminate the duplicate row. Let us run this query. Okay, so what is the count of star? The count of star is 1, and you can see the employee number 109 you will not be able to see in the output, right? Now what is our final requirement? The final requirement is remove the duplicate occurrence using distinct versus group by in a result set. Now the requirement is very straightforward, that yes, I know that I have a duplicate record in my table, but I don't want to see that duplicate record in the output, or I don't want to see the duplicate occurrence in the output. I only want to see a single occurrence of the duplicate record. Alright, so we can achieve this task with distinct also, and we can achieve this task with the help of group by also. Let us run this first query. You can see what is the query. Select employee ID, employee name, salary, grade, department number from this employee table, and you are using a group by clause. So what that particular group by clause will do, it will create a group for every row. Okay, or whenever it will find a duplicate row, it will create a single group for that particular duplicate row as well. So in that way the duplicate occurrence you will not be able to see it second time. You can see the employee 109 which was duplicate row, you can see it only with a single occurrence. Alright, so this is how you can just remove the duplicate occurrence in your output. There is one more way of doing it with the help of distinct. This will be the query. Select distinct employee ID, employee name, salary, grade, department number from this particular table. In that way also you will not be able to see the duplicate occurrence. see, you can only see the employee number 109 in your output. Alright. So I hope you have understood these basics query of SQL, and I hope you have learned something from this video. If you have liked the video, hit the like button, give me feedback in the comment section, and if you really want to grow in your IT career, then subscribe to our channel Technical Knowledge. We'll keep on posting these technical and non-technical videos that will be helpful for you to grow in your career, and that will also be helpful for you to crack the interviews for multinational companies. Also, if you want to learn any of the Unix command like awk command, scd command, grep command, find command or vi editor, then I have given the link in the I button, and I have also given the link in the description box. You can check out those videos and you can learn the Unix command as well. Till then, be safe, stay at home, keep learning, keep smiling. Until we meet again, this is Pawan signing off.